Last year we graduated a pretty good group of kids. We lost 10 off the team, so we weren't entirely sure what our numbers would be. We did a lot of recruiting. We had some young kids which we knew were coming in, a bunch of 7th graders, which is awesome. But beyond that, it became kind of a recruiting year for us, which is typical. And now this year, we've got the most I've had since I started 4 years ago, and the numbers are just awesome. We've got 17 on a team, and we just haven't had those numbers.
One of the bumps in numbers this year is partly due to a significant number of sisters from one family.
I'm Grace Flanagan. I'm in 7th grade and I play forward and mid.
I'm Gloria Flanagan. I'm in 7th grade and I play defense, midfield, and forward.
I'm Olivia Flanagan. I'm in 9th grade and I play midfield.
Hi, my name is Rosemary Flanagan. I'm in 11th grade and I play defense.
Yeah, we keep saying they could start their own program with the kids. It's great, and sometimes we have fun with it and we pit them against each other. We put the twins against each other.
What is it like for 4 of the Flanagan sisters to suit up for the Cotter girls soccer team?
It's fun, I guess. It's sometimes a challenge because we are sisters, but we have to be teammates too, so it's also a challenge, but overall fun, I think.
It can test your patience quite a bit, but at the end of the day, it brings us closer together.
It's kind of nice because they kind of guide you so you don't do the wrong thing or make sure you are good.
It's fun because sometimes you don't know what to do and you can just ask them for help and they'll guide you.
You kind of know more about them and what they play and that sort of stuff.
In some ways it's easier because you do know what they're going to do, but it's a little harder communication-wise because they're not as willing to listen to you.
It's probably easier, I guess, because I know what they're capable of more than anyone else.
I sit back and I just smile because they're all going to be on the same field, and while our 7th graders are on JV, we had them all up on varsity for a game, and that was just so cool. And that will happen again by the time we hit the end of the season. And to have a family of 4 on the field, and with one more coming who is younger, it's a really cool family experience. And that's what Cotter is in general, but definitely Cotter soccer, it's family.
It's fun. It's a little confusing sometimes, but it's fun seeing them interact, and sometimes they argue, but they usually get along and have fun.
It's always exciting when your sisters succeed, so then it's kind of just a bonus to your team succeeding. It's your sisters succeeding as well.
Definitely, they're always trying to be better than each other. They'll be partners, but push each other harder.
Well, not so much on the field, but it does drive you a little harder when you want to be better than your younger sisters, obviously. So it does drive you a little harder.
We have other sisters too. The Myers, we have a 7th grader and a junior. And so there are other families that we've had that as well. Last year we had Kirstein's, we had a senior and a junior. Now one's graduated and one's a senior. I do think it's a great way to introduce the sport to younger kids. And that's been very positive, but I don't know beyond that. I think sometimes it just becomes a good laughable moment that, they're bickering and it's like, oh my goodness, Flanagan's, or they're razzing with each other, and I think it just creates a fun, competitive, point in the season.
The Ramblers are also drawing numbers from their international student base, as well as students that have tried other sports, but maybe never thought to try soccer before.
I think it's a gift. I think we've got really good kids already on the team, and so our ability to just talk about what we do, and it's always a positive experience regardless of wins and losses, and the kids know they're cared about and they get better. And I think for us, we've got an incredible international class this year, which we haven't seen on the girls' side. It's typical of the boys, but not on the girls' side, and so that's been huge for us to have 11 international students. The most we've ever had for girls is 3, and so that has brought about a different culture within soccer, and it's been an incredible experience for everybody.
It's nice, yeah. I like them. They're really kind and they kind of know. You kind of have to guide them a little bit, but they learn easily and they're really aggressive.
They're really nice, and sometimes you need to guide them, but usually once you tell them, they get the hang of it and stuff.
And it's kind of nice because you get to know them a little bit more than you would have had they just been in a couple of your classes?
My first year we didn't have any. Last year, 2 years ago we had 1. Last year we had 3. Now this year we've got international kids that are in their second year of playing, and 2 have made varsity, and you know that's just a testament to how hard they work, and they're having a ton of fun doing it. And you know, I think it's the culture within them is to work hard, and we've seen even the JV team has just leaps and bounds improved, and it's a lot of those international kids that aren't 7th and 8th graders, you know, so they kind of become leaders automatically by age, and they've just taken it and run with it.
Some of them know a little more than me because they've been playing for a while, but then there's some that are really new to soccer.
What is the increased number of international students participating in soccer this year attributed to?
I think it's kind of twofold. One is the kids we had last year loved it, and so they were promoting within the dorms themselves, and you know, you get one excited, they get the friend excited, who gets the friend excited, and here we are with 11. And I think the other part is our local kids really took an interest, and you know, if there was bowling, they went bowling, and if there was an ice cream social, they went in at ice cream. And so kids got to know the soccer players before they got on the soccer field, and so it was a little more comfortable than just walking in blind.
I think it's part of their experience coming here, and it helps them get to new culture, get to know them, and then we also get to experience it and get to know new people.
What do the international students bring to the Cotter soccer program?
You know, I think it's an attitude. I think that the international kids that we have on our team, it's positive. They're running out there and they're smiling like the entire time they play, and they get tackled and they're still smiling, and they keep coming back for more, because I don't think they take it for granted. This is an opportunity they may not have in their home country, and so now that they've been given the opportunity, they're just loving it. And I think that's a testament, and it teaches our kids not to just say, well, I'm a 7th grader, I've got 6 years left. Well, you may or may not. You never know when your time is done. And so I think they've taught us to just enjoy every piece of it, whether we're running or playing.
It does just put it in a different perspective. Like, for them it is just about having fun, and sometimes you get a little caught up in the competition of things, but it kind of just brings you back to that, like back to the basics almost of you're just playing soccer so that you can have fun.
Soccer-wise, it's fun to see people who are really excited to play. It's new for them, so there's a lot of energy, and little accomplishments make them really excited, so it kind of brings you back to your roots.
This mix of younger and older students, international and American students, is all tied together by Coach Marie Barrientos. What is she like as a coach?
She kind of just has a way of doing it, and it gets you very motivated, unlike some of the other coaches I've had.
If I'm doing something like I'm not really in the exact spot, she'll just tell me, and then it does help me a lot.
She's a great coach. She helps you if you need help. You can just ask her any question and she'll help you.
I don't know, just the way that she carries herself and the way that she speaks to you, she's not speaking down to you, and she's not building you up falsely. She just tells you honestly. She tells you what you can do better. She tells you what you're not doing so well, but she really does motivate you positively.
I've had Coach Barrientos for a long time, and she's great. She's a great role model, and she's always pushing us, and she knows exactly what you personally need to work on, and she'll make sure that you know that, and she takes time to focus on each individual player.